skidsteersolutions.com, and I'm here with the PDX-750 breaker style post driver from Eterra. The model that we're looking at here is the CT model, which means it has the tilt and it has the enclosed cup. This tilting mechanism gives you 15 degrees either side. It also has a plumb chain that this hangs off the back here. Gives the operator a visual indicator of whether the post is straight, going up and down, as well as side to side. You're going to use this tilting mechanism if you're working on side hills or uneven ground. This will allow you to get the driver in a perfect location so that when you're driving that post, it's going down nice, straight, and plumb. Because the PDX-750 is a modular drive system, you don't have to order it with the enclosed housing. You can get just a standard drive head that's an 8-inch that allows you to drive up to a 7-inch post. Okay, what I've got shown here is the enclosed housing with the different eyelets. We have an 8, a 6, a 4, and a 2-inch. This allows you to do a small T-post or really small metal post. But some people who may not be wanting to use that, they may have some specific thing in mind, they'll actually take this and they'll cut out the shape that they want. So possibly a guardrail post where you want to have it absolutely perfectly aligned when it's going down, you don't want it to twist. They'll actually just take this, they'll plasma cut it out, and then they'll have that perfect shape. This is probably the most critical part of this driver. And the reason for that is if this head breaks off, you're down for the day. So you could drive all the way out to a job site, get all set up, have your posts all ready to go, your crew's in line, you go to drive one post and the head breaks off. And now you're down. Eterra realized that a long time ago, so they insist on making these in the USA. These are made in California. It's made of the same material that the actual breaker driver tools are made from, and it's run through that exact same process of heat treating. So it's a 4140 single piece. It's not cast or forged. It's a single piece of material that's been machined down, and then it's gone through that same heat treating as the other tools. That ensures that you're not going to have any stress fractures. This head's not going to blow apart into small pieces. It's not going to get jammed up inside your main driver and cause any damage to the cylinder. It's going to work perfectly, and it's going to work for years and years and years of full-time use. One of the wonderful things about using a breaker style post driver is you get to use the breaker tools as well. With a single pin here, you can pop this, there's a little donut that holds it in, you pop the pin out, the main tool will drop out of this. You can install this. What I generally do is I just kind of jam it into the ground, drive up over top of it and put it down, or if you've got 2 people working it, just hold it up, drive over top, slide it down, put a pin in. Now you have a breaker tool on here. The beauty of that is if you're in difficult terrain where you've got a lot of rocks, like bigger rocks that you just can't drive a post through, you can go and pre-punch all of your holes. So you run along, pre-punch all of them. You've broken up all the bad material that's in the way that's going to damage that post. Now you drop the tool out. Again, it's just one pin. You just slide it out from the side. Drop, put your main driver head back in again. Go back. Those posts are going to slide in so easily. They're going to be plumb, and they're going to be just absolutely perfect when they go into the ground. The beauty of this cell is it's an Arrowhead rock drill cell. It's the simplest cell in the marketplace. It has the fewest moving parts, and all of the parts can be sourced in the USA. Again, if you break a bolt or something happens to this, you can get these parts immediately either through Eterra, Skid Steer Solutions, or one of their dealers, as well as directly through Arrowhead rock drill. There's been a lot of offshore ones that have come into the US. Something happens to them and you're dead. You might as well just throw the cell away and start over again. This cell has a driver system on the output side here of the cell. It's independent of the cell. So the cell contains the driving piston and the tool and the gas charge. This block is your hydraulic control and your shuttle control. That's it. You can actually take this off and none of the gas comes out. It works independently of the cell. So all that's happening here is the oil's coming in, it's driving this, it's giving the timing and the pressure to the cell, but the cell is the part that's actually compressing the gas, driving the tool down, and causing the driver head to come down and hit the post. Another wonderful thing about a breaker style post driver is easy maintenance. The only thing you have to do is keep the tool greased, check it daily just for loose bolts, because it is a high impact tool, so you just want to make sure that nothing's come loose. And then about once a year, if you're running this thing daily for 8-10 hours, once a year you want to check your gas charge. And even then, you will get an indication. Just because you'll start to lose power, you'll wonder why. As soon as you lose power, you know that, okay, I need to check my gas charge. It's very simple. There's a fitting in the kit that comes with this. You hook a nitrogen tank up to it, turn it up to 290 psi, undo the fitting, you're done. And you're good for another year or two. So again, out in the field, if you have to work on it, there's really nothing to work on. It's really simple, easy to maintain, and it's just a wonderful driver for getting the job done with not a lot of downtime. If you look at the PDX-750 and look at this mounting pattern here, this is a modular system, so you literally can unbolt this from a skid steer mount plate and put it on an excavator. There's not a whole lot of additional parts needed. You're just going to need the coupler that's specific for the excavator, and that's it. Possibly a hose extension, and of course on your excavator you need to have it set up so that it can accept this, but there's really nothing to it. And you can unbolt it, put it back on a skid steer, go back and forth, put it on a backhoe. It doesn't really matter. This is a universal driver system that can be used on practically anything. If you want more details on the excavator system, check out our other video. We have a specific video that's just for the PDX on an excavator. Check out the PDX-750 breaker style post driver and other innovative attachments from Eterra at skidsteersolutions.com.